I'm just gonna try to mix it up, and so I'll do like random things and give you a wide gamut of poems I've written. This next one, I actually wrote for a friend who did something kind of terrible, but he ended up punishing himself a lot more than he really deserved. And a lot of us were worried that he'd do something stupid, so I wrote this for him and trying to show him that we all have flaws and we can't be perfect all the time. This is kind of about forgiveness, the kind we seek from other people and the kind we sometimes need to find for ourselves. It's called the Kryptonite earthquakes. We all grew up wanting to be more than human. I want to be Superman, not for the X-ray vision or heat beam eyes. I think that even without them, we have a tendency to burn bridges a lot more often than we realize. I remember watching the old movies, seeing Superman, a person not from this planet, spin the earth backwards to fix his mistakes, and even though I knew it was fake, I thought that I would be set if I could do what he did and live a life without regret. I grew up with Hollywood happy endings and predictable plot twists. I never thought that life would end up like this. I spent too many nights eyes bloodshot with regret, tracing back disappointment to crappy cliches with the hope that one day I'd be able to run 88 miles an hour with a flux capacitor strapped to my back, taking off like a train track smack in the middle of the past, and that there I'd know what was coming. I no longer feel the need for forgiveness or redemption, no longer feel the need to learn from stupid things like my own mistakes, and best of all, no one out there can make me break. Because as much as I know how often we need to fall in order to stand, how fragile mirrors can be, and how easily we see reflections fracture when the things we care about fall apart like people. As much as I know how we can't be something more, something better than this, I know I've always wanted to be bulletproof, that the tears of people I've made cry and sting like shrapnel scars, and they bounce off me like pebbles instead of filling my ribcage with lead, that I wouldn't feel so heavy anymore, that maybe I could fly if it weren't for this damn gravity. I wish the sky would open up and take me, pulling me past the clouds, not worry about falling back down. I wish it would swallow me whole just so I wouldn't have to face this truth. I know never been bulletproof. My proof bleeds from every bullet hole and every broken heart in the sky. Never taught me a thing about healing, but it was the ground I would listen. She was there whenever I fell, ready to catch me with fissure kisses and hands outstretched in the valleys of seismic lullabies. She whispered in earthquakes, telling me that sometimes you need to break in order to heal. So even when I want to be Superman, even when I want to be bulletproof and travel back in time, even when I want to fly, the soil would start to feel so heavy in my veins, and at first I'd be angry. Having been grounded, my wings clipped and bound to the earth, but it was her way of reminding me that sometimes human